No Wimbledon this year, no tennis, but what better opportunity than for me to brush up on my cooking skills here at Core, a 2 Michelin star restaurant.
I wanted to take you through a load of techniques and just,
Test my skills.
Test your skills, challenge yourself a little bit, and just get a taste of what it is to cook at this kind of level. Bit of fun, right? So we're going to start with the Swiss meringue. So the difference with this one is that we're going to warm this mixture up to 73 degrees. So this is going to form the base, which is the cup, which actually almost looks like a bit like a tennis ball. Are you really into technical cooking?
I do try to challenge myself at home as well, actually much to the disappointment of my partner at home, who sometimes wishes I did something that would just take like 20 minutes to make. I am sweating. Yes?
Maybe the kitchen's not such a bad workout though. Smear all that around and try and get an even layer around the outside of those molds. You're just trying to create a little cup there. Yeah, that's nice, yeah.
So how long has Core been open now?
So yeah, 2.5 years.
It's been an incredible 2.5 years, hasn't it?
It's been great. We're all about Britishness. So like
Yes.
almost everything in the restaurant's made in Britain. So I'll decide like I want to use this ingredient, or this really cool person that makes this, and then I'll
Yes.
think, right, how can I create a dish from it? Britain's not famous for food.
I mean, now it is. Now it's becoming. Now it is.
But high-end
wow.
food is not something that we're so famous for.
How
But
often do you change your menus?
we change one dish at a time, but some dishes can take months. Some are a bit quicker, but you know, we have a whole development team that works on every possible outcome for a dish.
I guess like for me, like I work in a team to be able to go out there and compete.
I am the face of it in a way, but there is like a whole team of people behind you, and they need to be great. So that is now going to go into the oven for 3.5 hours, okay?
I will not be offended if this goes straight into the bin though. I will understand.
So if you pipe across all of those holes, you're going to make some discs, meringue discs. It's really funny that people that do things that are practical in life can do things like that. It's quite often that people can't.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It might be too soon to ask if I'm hired though, so I think I might wait with that. Oh no, you see now I laughed and it actually went wobbly. This is probably one of the nicest things I've ever done. This is so incredibly satisfying.
Okay, now this is for the creme patissier.
Okay.
You're going to put all the ingredients in front of you into that bowl, and you're going to give them a bit of a mix together. Okay. Then you're going to pour that mixture back into the pan.
Do I get to try one at the end?
You do.
Because I am working for it here.
You are.
I am. Yep, I'm changing hands because my right arm might cramp, but it's okay. I'm the athlete, but I'm 100% not the chef.
So that's going to pop in the fridge, it's going to cool. The next stage of this is in front of you have some more lemon verbena infused cream, and you're going to whisk it to soft peak. So that's all cool. We're going to take the creme pat that we had that was chilling down, and we're going to mix those two together.
I see.
And we're going to fold them in.
Oh wow.
And that is creme patissier basically. So the next thing we're going to do is start to combine everything. This is your creme pat that you made. You put a little spot in the center of the plate.
Yes.
And now you're going to pipe around the outside of your shell. Take your sorbet and then you can pop it into the center. Now the fun bit. You've got your meringue discs.
Yes.
So you're going to place one of those. Then you'll take the wild strawberries, lay it like that.
And so how has lockdown been for you then?
If you want to be the best, you've got to train every day, right? You've got to do something. So we carried that on through lockdown, where we continued to learn and study as much as we could. We went right back and through the first ever restaurant, first ever chefs, in the whole history, which was great to do with the guys. It must have been more difficult for you though.
My living room ended up being a gym. In terms of finding the motivation to be able to train, it's 100% one of the toughest things I think I've had to do. When I'll start competing again, there'll be that nerves of like those first few matches of getting back into the kind of the swing of things. I assume it's the same for you.
Definitely. I'm just expecting the first service to be a disaster. You know, it'll be like opening night all over again. Everyone will be sort of out of sync. So that is your wild strawberry and lemon verbena dessert.
Let's not zoom into the two of them, please, because it looks better from afar, mine.
Have you ever prepared a lobster before?
No, I've never touched a lobster in my life, so this is the first time I'm going to. I've just touched a lobster for the first time.
If you take the lobster, the head and the tail,
Yeah.
okay, and then twist. Then we're going to take legs off, twist.
So I'm not asking any questions because I'm actually focused so hard right now.
So we're going to start to build this dish together. So you have spelt here. This is a really great slow energy release food. That's fine. Yep. You can put that pan behind you.
Okay.
That's when you start to become like a chef in a professional kitchen. You just put it at the back, someone else clears
Someone
it
else
away.
clears it up.
So that little mold comes off and you should have like a nice little crescent shape.
Are you a big fan of sport in general or tennis?
We are always talking about sports analogies, particularly in the restaurant being a team game, you know.
I mean, this is your centre court, isn't it?
Yeah, and we analyse ourselves every day about what we can do better. You get out of practice so quickly when you're not cooking at this level. And we get judged every time a customer walks through the door. And sometimes they wait 3 months for the table, for the reservation.
Yes.
Or they could have saved up for it. So we must get it right every time. The restaurants are judged by professional guides. So like Michelin Guide, for example, will come in 6 times a year, but you don't know who they are. And at the end of the year, you'll be awarded a 1, 2 or 3 Michelin star.
Okay.
So you have to always be on your game. Just a little over 100 restaurants in the world with 3 Michelin stars. If you win 3 stars, you're like being world champion. So
a lot of parallels then.
Yeah. Okay, on the top here we've got some, just a few herbs, and we're dressing this to make it look beautiful now, and then we pour the consomme at the table, and that is it done.
Mine looks really chunky.
It would definitely be a large portion for a starter.
So I guess this is the new socially distant eating method.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's slightly strange, slightly unusual.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I've never had lobster before.
Oh.
And I probably will struggle to eat it anywhere else now because it's like I've gone in at the highest level possible.
Right. I mean, this looks like Wimbledon too, like just the green in the red in there and the, yeah.
I think I need to change professions. I feel like I just need to go.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I need to go places just to try food.
I feel like this was actually what I was born for. It's better that I'm speechless actually, that's how good this was. I'm speechless.